Hey guys, Matt Lighty here. So we're going to be doing the Dual-Wield Sword Cyclone shenanigans with the Queen. See how hard Atziri is for this nonsense. I predict a couple deaths because this is a squishy build. It's a crit build and I don't have acuity, so yeah, it's gonna be sketch. But our damage is pretty bonkers, so maybe it won't be too sketchy. Seems okay so far. Ooh, the shockings. Lightning Coil might be a bad idea for this build in general. I think we've come to terms with that one. Especially with Reflect, because it reflects it back as as lightning damage. But, you know, this build really needs Valpack, but it also needs to have higher crit chance. You need good weapons. You need good weapons to do any crit shenanigans. You just need good weapons. I don't have good weapons, and the average person won't have good weapons. Not that good. But we'll see. It's definitely doable so far. You know, hasn't been any deaths yet. Let's make sure we put on Assassin's Mark here. And let us come in over here. So we're going to put on Conk Effect. Right now we got a lucky little gavel. What more do you need in life? Tooltip of not a whole lot. So, yeah. Should be fun. Should be fun. Get trolled. Oh, talk about get trolled. That's really trolled. Let's try not to kill you. Oh, we're in a bit of a fucked scenario. I need to kill you strictly for the charges. Oh, I survived. Bit sketchy. Bit sketchy. Definitely sketchy. Valpact is most likely needed for this. It seems that I've just affirming my suggestion of using Valpact. Despite having lackluster crit, I think I probably still need to use Valpact. We'll see how Atziri goes. I mean, this is like, I feel like this is one of those builds where if you don't have a lot of money to sink into your weapons or your gear, it's, you know, it's a much the sky is the limit to your DPS, but it's just you know, it costs more to entry level to get into this type of build. But that's how it's always gonna be with crit builds, especially physical ones over spell-based crit builds. That's never gonna change pretty much. You know, you can see that the damage is good. I'm taking minimal to no real trouble. I just have to watch when you get shocked because of lightning coil. Cloak of Flame might be better because, you know, you do have a level of burning damage. It's not a, you know, not a completely non-existent amount of burning damage. But in general, I would suggest Belly of the Beast. Vol's Protector is an option if you wanted to go that route. I don't know why you would, but you could. You know, that, like I said, that's an option. We're just gonna wait till our health goes back to full. Okay, so for the triple fight, since we're doing manually casting, it's a bit of a different game. You want to find people, and you want to run in with charges up, if at all possible. So I'm going to come in hot pretty much with charges. It just makes it a lot easier for yourself. Just keep track of what the fuck is happening with your own situation. 3, 2, 1. You know, make sure you don't die to some random bullshit. 5 charges is fine, it seems. I'm desynced more than has ever been done before. But we got her down. Just grab that and get the fuck out of here. Remember to don't sit around because you will die to the rain. If physical damage scares you, you can always come in with the Enduring Crab Mortal Carla. It's not a huge deal. Oh god. Lightning Coil. Will be the end of me. Every twist and turn of this build, it seems Lightning Coil is a worse and worse idea. Just in every facet of this fucking build's imagination. From its infancy to its maturity, past its adolescence, Lightning Coil is overall a shit idea, and I don't suggest you use it, especially for Atziri. Pretty much defeats anything we're trying to accomplish here, and it lets us oh my god, it lets us run haste, which is important. Sweet Jesus, we're gonna die. How we haven't died yet is a mystery to for everybody to figure out. I think our health dropped to like, oh my god. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, okay, it's just a decent. Oh, this is our time. Oh, we're not running Blood Rage. That also has something to do with it, but still. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was long past due. But not to not be expected. Yeah, definitely, Lightning Coil's a no-no for this. Carcass Jack, fucking rare, a white tabula rasa. Just, there's so many things you could do that are better than this. All are better than Lightning Coil, it seems. It's just not good for this. It's just not good for this. Just not good. But, you know, that's why these attempts, on the guides, when I do Atziri, it literally my first attempt with the build, and people are like, oh, you know, often people say, well, how is Cyclone can't be that different from build to build? It is. There's vast differences from the playstyle between these builds. You might not realize it when you first enter, and be like, oh, well, you can use Lightning Coil for the other one, you can use for... No, it's not the same. It just simply is not the same. You know, it's a different build, and there's a reason that it plays differently and things work differently that don't. Staff, Cyclone could use Lightning Coil. This just can't. It just can't. It's just not the same. Man, but Leap Slamming is nice. I miss having the chance to Leap Slam. So let's test this debacle out. This is gonna go a very sketchy direction. Alright, I came in the split phase, and I do not have charges, which is not a good idea. Oh my god, there you are. I'm not used to lead slamming at all for anything in this fucking game, so... Oh, alright, well this is gonna be very, very bad. If I somehow survive. Holy shit, I don't know even how I survived that. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say to this. I did not expect to survive that at all. This is a reprieve from back to back to back split phase, it seems. This, like every other Cyclone build, it's a joke. You just toss an increased AoE in replacement of Conk effect, and it makes it very easy. Very simple. Ah. Oh, alright, that was bad. That's called poor decision making. I feel like Whirling Blades is not lightning. It's not the same thing as Lightning Warp, but I overestimated its ability highly. That's okay. Come in. Wait a second. Let her bait it out. Oh, alright, I couldn't get a charge off. It's fine. Where's she at? Right there. Leap Slam is definitely nice for this split phase. Definitely nice for this split phase. Back to back. Again, still a joke. Yeah, we got a scepter. Yeah, you know, it's a good thing to talk about that. Your movement skill, whether it be Whirling Blades, you just physically walking out of things like Warp or Leap Slam. You gotta practice and you gotta get the rhythm of when to do it in certain phases. And they are very, very, just vastly different as the way that they feel and the way that they work. You know, they got it's a different bite to each ability. If that means nothing to you, that's fine. But it feels different to use different movement-based skills, and often you want to find the one that suits your playstyle best. And I like Leap Slam. I like Lightning Warp better. I hate Whirling Blades particularly, but often they're better. Lightning Warp and Whirling Blades are probably better for Atziri because of how the targeting works for Leap Slam and how its range works and just everything about it. It can go far enough to get out of almost anything there. So in that regard, it's fine. Overall, I like the build. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to do the exact same spec. I'm just going to take Valpact over just 2 points and see how Valpact goes against having life regen for both trash and for the bosses. So I'll post that video next after this one, relatively the same time. But that about wraps up the Dual-Wield Cyclone crit with swords. I'll try. All that's left is maces and daggers as far as really viable builds. We'll do that next. Let's see how this scepter rolls. It's a pretty good roll. High fizz, 95%, pretty good roll.